right, we're live. Boston Renegades are the away team, batting first. Indy Edge are in the field. Leading off for the Boston Renegades, we have number 2, Christian Thaxton. And the first pitch to Thaxton is hit high, drive deep left field. And it is foul right behind the third base bag. One Indy defender is going after it, trying to make the play. Respect the effort, indeed. And he throws it, a pretty good throw from him. Back to Ron. Thaxton smoked a ball to center field in the previous game against the Comets. That unfortunately was a dead ball. When all was said and done, the ball traveled roughly 300 feet when it was done rolling. Certainly hit it hard. Thaxton just joining the team on Monday as he swings through and misses for strike 2. You can certainly hear the whoosh.
Here you go, Thaxton.
Swinging hard. He's wearing white and black Marucci batting gloves, long gray baseball pants, some silver cleats, and his navy blue Boston Renegades jersey. And the 0-2 pitch is lined hard down the left field line and fair. Thaxton running to first base. It doesn't look like it's going to be a competition. And he scores. We had a scary little instance where the Indy Edge rover ran into the fence in left field. And there is a rule that if the ball hits the fence, it's an automatic run. So it is 1-0 Renegades. As we have Luis Rodriguez coming up to the plate, wearing the number 24 on the back of his jersey, with David Sanchez on deck. Rodriguez has had a pretty strong start to the series so far, scoring 4 runs yesterday. And scored a few runs today against the Chicago Comets in a strong effort for Renegades victory. Rodriguez having his bat just down his waist, facing back towards Rob. As he swings through for strike 1. Pitch a little bit low from Ron. He's wearing neon yellow sleeves. His white and black batting gloves as the 0-1 is swung through and missed for strike 2. Rodriguez swinging through and has sort of a chop-like motion with his bat. Again, he's in the box and bent to the knees. Set from Rob, and the pitch from Ron is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Go, Lou, you got this, baby. Let's go. Give us a swing, Lou. You got it, kid.
Rodriguez getting reset in the box. He's down 3 strikes, and there is 1 run in from the efforts of Christian Thaxton. As the 0-3 pitch is hit high and deep to left field and is fouled down the third base line.
You're right there, Lou.
Straighten it out, Lou. Straighten it out.
You're on it, Lou.
So we have 2 different bases here. As first base is one of the more standard bases, thicker pylon, but we have a smaller base at third. Rodriguez put some good metal on that ball, but unfortunately couldn't straighten it out enough. As we still have 3 strikes on the batter. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Rodriguez goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico.
And now batting, we have number 48, David Sanchez. Sanchez had a strong performance in the Chicago Comets game an hour ago, scoring a couple runs. Peter Connolly coming out to pitch to Sanchez. Sanchez is getting his base check. He's wearing long black sleeves as he's wearing them to protect his arms from the short grass. And the first pitch from Peter is swung on a miss for strike one.
Come on, Sanchez!
Pitch was a little bit over his bat. Sanchez's barrel was kind of angled down towards the ground. And the 0-1. Grounded down the left field line and foul towards the third base bag. Sanchez goes to first base on that.
Hey, Peter.
Sanchez also wearing some white batting gloves and an Under Armour black belt, Nike gray batting baseball pants. He's wearing black sleeves too. He's also wearing black Nike cleats.
Oh my goodness. Black cleats, I get on board with.
The score is 1-0 in favor of the Renegades in the top of the first, as we're just underway here in game 2 of the day against the Indy Edge as Sanchez swings through for strike 2.
Sanchez!
Seems like the Indy Edge is having a little bit of trouble hearing the ball. Peter Connolly shows them. They're all set with that. And the pitch is swung on and missed, and Sanchez goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
It's Shane, man.
Hallelujah, it's Shane, man. Amen.
With 2 gone and 1 in, we have number 37, Shane Canton, up to the plate. Shane had a very strong performance in the Comets game, scoring a couple runs and making a few defensive stops. He's going sleeveless today. He's rolled up those sleeves to bring out the shoulders and the biceps. It's hot here. It's 102 degrees at 2:45 p.m. Central Time on August 2nd, 2023. First pitch to Shane is foul tipped and caught by Rob, barehanded for strike 1. Tyler Maralt is not in the lineup. I apologize. He didn't make the trip with us. Now Shane is wearing some sleeves on his forearms. Looks like they're padded sleeves as he swings through for strike 2. He also is wearing different colored knee pads. He's got a blue knee pad on his right knee and a black one on his left. Black and white New Balance cleats as he swings and grounds a hard foul down the left field line towards the Indy Edge bench. Canton is putting good metal on the ball this series. This is the second and final game of the day for the Renegades. This looks like we have Ace Lenacek out in left field by the fence as a spotter to make sure no player runs into the fence. And the next pitch is swung through and missed for strike 4, and Canton goes down on strikes for the third out of the inning. And after a half inning, it is 1-0 in favor of the Renegades. I got it. So, those who missed it in the previous game, the Renegades defeated the Chicago Comets 15-7 in Game 1 today. It was certainly a well-played game as the Renegades played exceptionally well on defense. Made a lot of stops. The defensive stars of the game were definitely Rob Dias and Drew Crook. Chris Kimball making a putout. And we got to give some love to Sean Devenish. As the defense for the Renegades are coming out on the field, as we have playing at right shorty, we have number 9, Guy Zuccarello, with number 18, Rob Dias playing the left shorty position. Looks like David Sanchez is over at third base, with Chris Kimball going out at the rover position. Shane Canton looks like he's moving out to the midfield position. And we have Luis Rodriguez over on the right side playing the first base position. So the Renegades scored on the first play of the game with Christian Thaxton running to first base on the play with 3 straight strikeouts. As the Indy Edge are coming up to the plate, wearing their all-white uniforms. Rodriguez is legs as he grounds it down the left field line past Rob Dias, and he scores. There was a call for a no base as the umpire is conferring with the booth whether or not that will count, as the base turned on and then off. Looks like the run will count. It is a 1-1 ball game. Following the Eric Rodriguez run, we have Nick Mulhern coming up to the plate. Mulhern looks like he's around 6'2", wearing purple batting gloves. Unsure what the brand are. With white shorts, and looks like he has white leggings on underneath, with purple socks and white cleats with pink laces on his shoes, with a white sleeve on his right arm. As the first pitch is grounded weakly down the first base line, Guy Zuccarello moving in on it. He overruns it, tries to recover. Mulhern running to first, and he scores. Mulhern's showing some serious speed running down the first baseline. It is a 2-1 Indy Edge lead.
Take it off. Next one. Next one.
2 runs in, nobody out for Corey White. Corey White also batting from the right side of the plate, wearing a sleeve on his left arm. Wearing all white except for his cleats, which are pink. He looks like he's got some pink tape on his right knee. Yes, also swinging a black Easton softball bat. There are a little issues on that first base here.
Yeah, I put it back in.
Technical difficulties here at first base. Shout out to David Benny and his crew, broadcasting the game of the day between the Boston Renegades and the Chicago Comets earlier this morning at 11:30. It was certainly a good live stream. Had a lot of fancy technology. Monitors, a lot of wires, fancy cameras, all of that. And a fancy microphone that they were using.
Can we post on social the fact that
David Disney says first game was great, but missed our commentators. Really appreciate you. It's currently a 2-1 game in favor of the Indy Edge, with nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. As it looks like the bases are all set and ready to go, and White stepping into the box. Getting his base check first and then third.
We have apples? Yeah. Okay. You know if they red or green?
Yeah.
White having sort of an offset open stance as he loads and fouls it back towards the catcher for strike 1.
Oh, and the catcher caught it. You'll mention that?
Well, you both made good catches.
Oh, you just complimented my catch.
You did.
I stuck it with
It
a
was a
bare
good one.
hand.
You got bare hand. You got the glove.
These are the little things that don't matter in the game.
Hey, we got to give our shout outs to our catchers. They work hard. And the 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. White has a very violent swing coming through the zone, going around his knee area, has more of an uppercut swing, so he's trying to lift the ball. White wearing the number 4 on the back of his jersey. And the next pitch is a take so he can get his timing. Kind of slaps his right thigh to get that timing down. And the 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Shoulder and head were flying out on that one, head facing more towards the third base bag. Usually when that happens, the swing is a little bit off balance. As he's got his left heel off the ground, and the full count pitch is swung on and missed, and White goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
What do we need? That was a gift, guys.
Following the strikeout, we have number 6, Justin Holland. Holland wearing all white with his jersey, wearing white baseball pants. He's got a red belt on with his white Indy Edge jersey. He's also got sort of a camouflage sleeves on both arms. It's red, black, and white camouflage sleeves. With his red and white New Balance cleats. He's wearing a trucker's hat, the mesh on the back and the cap in the front. The first pitch to Holland is crushed to deep left field and foul. Way over everything. Looks like it rolls down the hill and into the woods. Definitely going to have to get a new ball there. Third base umpire chasing after it. Didn't quite make it into the woods as he picks it up. Ball went long ways. Holland also looks like he's wearing some gray batting gloves. Holland really crushed that ball pretty early on that pitch.
Yeah.
The fence is roughly 200 feet away. You get that even further because there's a lip where the fence is. Probably went more like 250 before it stopped rolling. As Holland has his bat just behind his head as he swings through and misses for strike 2. Swinging a black and yellow DeMarini softball bat with his elbow way high, facing the scorer's table. And the next pitch is hit high and deep to center field, almost hits Shane Canton, and they're just going to let it go as he scores running to third base. Nothing you could do on that play. Canton almost got hit dead center. As you can see, he was putting up his arms to try to protect himself, as that ball was hit very, very hard and very, very far for the third run of the game. We got 3 in and 1 out for Aaron C. He's wearing the number 53 on the back of his jersey. A lot of white on that bench. Most players are wearing all white with white sleeves when they're underneath their white Indy Edge jerseys with white shorts. C is wearing black knee guards on both knees with some white Nike cleats, some white and black Marucci batting gloves, same brand that Christian Thaxton wears when he hits. He's also wearing a white bandana, it looks like, on his head as he swings through and misses for strike 1. The Indy Edge are full of power and speed, as they certainly hit the ball really hard, as this bat is more down towards his chest area, back towards the catcher, as he grounds it hard down the right field line. See, running to first base, Luis Rodriguez moving in on it, and he scores. No chance for Guy Zuccarello, who's playing the right shorty position, as that ball was hit very hard down the first base line. Rodriguez was nowhere near the area, kind of sprinting over to try and make the play on it, but unfortunately the run scores. So we're down at the 6-hitter, number 9, Corian White, brother of Corey White, similar names. Looks like he's wearing a black compression sleeve on his right leg and white compression sleeve on his left leg with pink cleats. And sort of a gray hood over his head, looks like to keep him cool from the heat. As the first pitch to White is swung on and missed for strike one. Very off-balance swing with a one-handed finish in his follow-through. And the next pitch is taken. He slaps his left leg for the timing.
Now they're not trying to go off. So you guys know, slaps it, they take the pitch.
We've got a 1-1 count, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike two, as that pitch was a little bit high over his barrel. White swinging more towards his thigh area, down and up, and then down as he swings through for strike three. We've got a full count on White. White has an uppercut swing, trying to lift the ball. As the Boston defense is playing a little bit deeper as White goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
We got 2 men we need!
And we're back to the top of the lineup. Eric Rodriguez scored earlier in the inning, as the score is 4-1. With 2 outs in the bottom of the first. The 2 outs in the inning coming on strikeouts. Rodriguez wearing a red bandana tied around his forehead underneath his blindfold, as the first pitch is popped up just foul. Almost actually hits him as he's running down the third base line. It's like one of those things where you throw the ball up and try to catch it. He's trying to avoid it as he's being guided back to home plate to be reset. He's also wearing some turquoise blue Under Armour batting gloves. It's the only thing that's, besides the red bandana, that he's not wearing that's not white, besides the black knee guards. Taking a few practice swings as he's getting set in the box. And the next pitch to Rodriguez is popped to right center field. Zuccarello moving in on it. He's running to first base. It's going to be close. And he's out! Bang, bang play at first base as Zuccarello just manages to pick up the ball for the third out of the inning. And after one, it is 4-1 in favor of the Indy Edge. Very, very close play. It was the first putout of the day for the Renegades. Zuccarello making quite a few putouts this series. As following the out going into the top of the second, we're going to have Chris Kimball, Guy Zuccarello, and Christian Daxon for the next inning.
Can I talk real quick? Can I talk about the Gina? All right. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
Hit the ball! Hit the ball! Then run to the base and fall! On defense, make a wall!
That was pitiful.
Anyway, so I wanted to take a minute to tell you about a fundraiser we have going on. It's a raffle on Rally Up. I will post the link to it in the comments very shortly. We have some awesome prizes for you. It's $25 a ticket, and you got a week stay and a timeshare during the month of February, donated by the Zuccarello family. We also have an iPad 9, brand new, donated by the Lions Club. Thank you to Rob Thayer for hooking us up with that. And then we also have a signed photo of Dietrich Weiss Jr. of the Patriots. So once I post the link, feel free to check it out and buy a raffle ticket for our team. Who knows, you could help the next Renegade make it to the World Series.
All right, Gina, thank you very much. As we're coming back on offense, the Renegades let up 4 runs in the bottom half of the first inning. Chris Kimball coming up to the plate. He scored a run yesterday. He was 1 for 5. Also made a putout in the previous game against the Comets at the right shorty position, as he's currently playing Rover today against the Edge. The Edge are all set up in their positions. Spotter behind the defense to make sure no one's running into the fence, as one of the Indy Edge players did end up running into the fence on the first play of the game. Hopefully the spotters are a little more careful. From field 2, which is usually the field that does the game of the day. As Kimball is getting set in the box, not wearing any batting gloves. Wearing his gray baseball pants, New Balance cleats, and the Boston Renegades jersey as he grounds it hard down the left field line. Kimball sprinting to first base. Rodriguez is getting on it, and he makes the play. Great play by Eric Rodriguez as he was sort of shuffling backwards to try to make that play. Kimball hit it hard as it is a fast field. It was a foot race to first. Great line by Chris Kimball. Rodriguez managed to get down to make the play before Kimball could get to the bag.
We're gonna score some runs, and I know why. Why? Hey, hey, because we got God. Because we got God. Because we got God.
So following the putout, we have Guy Zuccarello with Christian Thaxton at the top of the order on deck. Zuccarello making a great putout in the previous inning to stop the bleeding a little bit from the Indy Edge as he's getting his base check. Guy managed to make his 4th career putout yesterday. It's spectacular sight to see as he's been there on the defensive side. First pitch to Zuccarello, swung on his strike one. Pitching to Black Easton baseball bat. Batting gloves. Has some forearm pads running from his wrists to his elbows on both arms with black knee pads. Mizuno is, I believe, is the brand from that as he grounds it weakly down the left field line. Zuccarello sprinting to third base and it rolls foul. It was certainly close as Rodriguez was moving to his right to try and field that ball. Guy was managing to sprint down the line. It would have been close. But a new life for Zuccarello.
I was just thinking that.
Zuccarello being guided back by Brian Grillo and Rob Weissman.
Yeah.
Again, reset at the plate. That's also the longest tenured Renegade player. He's certainly had a great career. Great family. His time is called for a passing airplane overhead. Loud jet engine. Chirping away. Zuccarello with 2 strikes. Bat just behind the shoulder, and he loads in the pitch. Fouled back towards the catcher Rob, and actually bounces off Guy.
Straighten it out, guy.
Strike 3. Guy getting reset the plate. Feet a little bit in front of home plate as the batter's box is a little bit extended. The Renegades use that to try and get an extra step towards the bases. And the 0-3 to Guy. Swung on and line down the left center. Rodriguez chasing after it. Zuccarello coming into the base, and he's safe. Rodriguez could not pick it up in time as he was backpedaling to try and get a handle on the ball, which allowed Zuccarello to move down to third base, and he wins the foot race. And it is now 4-2 in favor of the Indy Edge.
Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. Hell yeah. Hey, Christian, swing that bat.
And now that turns the lineup over with 1 out and 1 in for Christian Thaxton, who was 1 for 1 on the day, scoring in the first inning. Thaxton making his return to beat baseball after a 4-year absence. And he's a native of Oklahoma, so he was able to come down and play for the Renegades today, this week. He got some press, and the Comets came, got some interviews and stuff. Thaxton, a former Division III baseball player in college. Has a lot of pop and has a lot of speed as well. A little bit more. Elbow back up. Little head shake. It's called for from Ron. To get reset. Rob sets the target low at the knees. Thaxton with the set and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1 as Thaxton was very early on that pitch. Certainly looked like he had a swing, swinging for the fences. Thaxton has a lot of power and has hit a home run before. He's the only Renegade player to hit a home run, because we had 3 home runs hit yesterday in the series. 4 home runs. And the next pitch is hit high and deep. This might have a chance to left field, and it is.
Is that a home run?
Yeah! And it is gone. Home run, Christian Thaxton. Christian Thaxton leaves the yard for a 2-run ball and his second career home run. Christian Thaxton goes yard, scorching that ball to left center field over the 170-foot mark. Hit very far, and it is now a tie ball game, 4-4. Renegades bench going wild as Luis Rodriguez comes to the plate. David Sanchez is on deck. Shane Jansen in the hole. You don't see very many home runs. Patty Thaxton watching and saw that home run. Rodriguez swings through and misses the strike 1. Hit foul, grounded towards the right field line. Gina, you need to go there.
What?
For the record, did anyone see my hand? Kick-saving, but I did not touch. This is why they do not. Right. Yes. So when
Rodriguez was a little late on that pitch, hitting it foul. And the 0-2 is hit down the left field line. Luis Rodriguez sprinting to first base. Rodriguez is on it, and he's out. It was certainly close. Bang, bang play at first. As David Sanchez comes to the plate. As we have a tie ball game with the 2-run Christian Thaxton home run to tie it to left center. Time is called for first base. Sanchez is getting his base check first and third. Pitch was a little bit over his bat as Peter Connolly comes back into the game to pitch. And Sanchez pops it into Peter Connolly's glove as he catches it. Defenders coming in to try to make the play. Sanchez moving a little fast. So he has to get reset. Waiting for Cadence right. Sanchez hit a pop up to right center field. Sanchez moving to first base, and he is out. Eric Rodriguez seems to be all over the field. And that is the third out of the inning, but the Renegades managed to tie on a 2-run Christian Thaxton home run. And we are going to the top of the bottom of the second inning.
Take their shoes off.
You're done for the what do you want to do?
Absolute insanity for sure on the bench. I still can't stop talking about the home run. Certainly, it was a lot of power. That ball was hit a long way, and it was certainly a no-doubter. As the Renegades are taking the field on defense. Elena Regan being substituted in. Rodriguez going into the game at first base. Zuccarello is staying at the right shorty position. Rob Dias the left shorty. David Sanchez at the third base bag. Shane Canton playing midfield.
Gina, well, when we're up next inning, I want you on the live stream. Hunter, I want you back on our phone. So please get that phone cooled off, okay? Actually, give it to Gina now so you can get the phone cooled off. Here, okay. I want the thing on our phone. And I do it on
Scoring in the first inning. Strike one. He has a very, very violent swing coming up in the uppercut. Leg kick low. Pitches high to center field. Shane Canton in the area. Mulhern running to first base. And it was close, but Mulhern is safe. And the Indy Edge take a 5-4 lead. That ball was hit high. And it landed down on the ground with a big bounce. Canton managing to do his best to recover. At too much speed. As he scored, the go-ahead run for the Indy Edge. Now here comes Corey White. He's also 1 for 1 on the day. I'm sorry, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. First inning. He's one of 2 Indy Edge strikeouts. Umpire making sure Boston defense is ready as Corey White is getting his base check. swing.
Action 2, action 3.
White's hands a little bit behind his right shoulder as he swings through and misses for strike 2. It's a one-handed finish with his follow-through around his backside. As he has a leg kick and swings through it for strike 3. First and then third base. So he's getting set. Moves to the right-handed batter's box. It's currently a 5-4 game in favor of the Indy Edge. As Holland set in the box and the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. It seems as though every swing from the Indy Edge has some sort of uppercut to try and lift the ball, as they certainly have a lot of power as he swings through and misses for strike 2. Holland with an interesting batting stance as he's getting set to face more towards the pitcher as he hits it high and deep to left field. Rob Dias moving on it. It bounces away from everybody. Looks like Holland missed the base. And Luis Rodriguez recovers to make the play.
Oh my God.
Certainly going to get checked by the umpire here as the Indy Edge pitcher is a little upset from the call there. Holland clearly missed the base, and he missed it trying to recover. It was certainly close. Holland voicing his frustration, running back to the Indy Edge bench.
We got 2 men we need!
That ball was hit very high, sort of a Bermuda Triangle between Rob Dias, David Sanchez, and Luis Rodriguez. And the call stands. He is out for the second out of the inning. Score that play at 24. We have 2 away for Aaron C. Last name is literally spelled S-E-E.
24.
He's 1 for 1. Wearing the number 53 on the back of his jersey. He's wearing some black Nike sweatbands on his forms. I think I noticed that before. As he's getting set in the right-handed batter's box. As he swings and misses for strike 1, pitch a little bit high. He's getting reset in the box, finding home plate to make sure he's set. Hands back towards the catcher and the pitch. Swung on and hit hard down the right field line and foul. Certainly a scorcher. As he was late on that ball.
I was terrified.
First it was a rain.
I mean, even when they hit the foul balls, it's certainly hard hit. That ball went definitely 250 feet. Luis Rodriguez, 24. One of the Indy Edge volunteers had to run a long way to the other field, behind this field to the right, to even try and get that ball. We have two strikes on C. The next pitch is taken. every single Indy Edge player, when they take a ball, they seem to slap the side of their leg to kind of just to get the timing down, as the catcher provides a target right around the chest area. And the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. We got a full count here with 2 outs. We got a 5-4 ball game.
Thanks, Fran.
And we're going into the top of the 3rd inning. And the payoff pitch swung on and fouled back off his front knee. We'll do it again. Corian White is on deck, brother of Corey White. And the full count pitch swung on and hit high and deep to left field and foul behind the Indy Edge bench. One of the third base umpires is chasing after the ball to try and get it. The ball was hit a long way foul. I can't say enough how much power the Indy Edge have. The new ball is put in play because it seems like the beep and the ball that went foul is gone, so that ball died. The new ball is put in play. So usually when that happens, the ball is hit right on the speaker. As the pitcher is getting a few warm-up tosses in, full count pitch with 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd. Deep to left field. That had home run distance, as he really crushed that ball, but foul. Hitting the back fence behind the Indy Edge dugout. Sent that ball a really long way. He's a big dude too. He's standing roughly around a little taller than I am. I'm 5'10". He looks like he's 6 feet. Bit of a muscular frame. The pitcher is walking back towards the mound to deliver this next pitch. Boston defense is waiting eagerly to see if there's going to be a ball put in play. And the payoff pitch swung on and foul tipped, and we'll do it again. C set in the box. And the pitch swung on and hit high fly pop up down the right field line and foul, just foul. Ball just rolled past the base before it rolled back into fair territory. The call remains foul. Certainly putting together a great at-bat here. C is being guided back to home plate.
Where are we in the lineup with our hitters?
Shane's up next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Season. Off his nose and mouth area due to sweat. He's getting reset in the box and a little practice swing, and the 1-3 pitch is hit high and deep to left field. No one's going to get this one. Luis Rodriguez is going after it, but he scores. What an at-bat. see there. It certainly looks like it was very close to home run distance. They're checking on it now.
Miller. Got 1 or 2 on base.
Just missed the home run distance. It is now 6-4 in favor of the Indy Edge. As we have Corion White stepping up to the plate. Corion is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the previous inning, as we have 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Corion White is the brother of Corey White. As one of the bases is having a little bit of issues here. This looks like it's third base. Corion White's getting another base check. He's all set to go. A lot of stuff happening in these first 2 innings. We already have a score of 6-4, and the first pitch to White is swung on and missed as the ball was in the dirt for strike 1. White swinging down towards his ankles as he's trying to lift the ball. And the next pitch is grounded probably 30 feet down the left field line for a foul ball. Rob Dias trying to pounce on it, moving in from his left shorty position. White having to be helped back to the plate as he was running to first base. So we have 2 strikes on Corion White. It's been a long 2 innings here. Certainly have to stay hydrated, as it's a few degrees over 100, 102 degrees.
I'm good. Don't play around with it, please.
Trying our best to stay in the shade here, because I'm kind of on the edge of the shade underneath this canopy on the Boston bench.
No, not slipper. I got grip.
The next pitch is taken. A 1-2 count.
I'm going to knock it out of the park.
Positive, Rob. Positive.
And the next pitch is lined hard down the right field line and fair. Corion White is running to third base. Elena Reagan chasing after it, but it doesn't matter as Corion White scores to make it 7-4. As we move it over to the top of the lineup in Eric Rodriguez.
Yes, it was.
Corion White really put that ball in a place where no one was going to get it. It was right down the first base line, well past Elena Reagan.
Nice wheels, lady!
As Peter Connolly is also spotting on the right side of the field.
Way to do it, Reagan. Regan.
Jason Lenacek spotting on the left side of the field. And Eric Rodriguez getting his base check. This time is called to make sure that the Boston defense is set up. Still in the second inning here. 2 outs. 3 in. The game was tied 4-4 going into the inning as Rodriguez swings through it for strike 1. Fairly violent swing. Coming through the zone. 2-handed finish, which is a little bit early on the pitch. Target set at the knees, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Eric Rodriguez has 2 pretty off-balance swings there. As the 0-2 is taken, slaps his left leg. There's a 1-2 count. And the pitch is lined hard down into left center. It gets by both Rob Dias and David Sanchez, and Rodriguez scores. The score is now 8-4 in favor of the Indy Edge. The Edge are hitting the snot out of the ball. The ball seems to be hit hard. Every ball seems to be a barrel being put on it.
What color? Anything.
Nick Mulhern is coming back up to the plate. I remember remember back in the 2018 series when Mulhern was a rookie for the Indy Edge. Seems as though the ball is dead. So we've probably gone through at least 4 balls already in the first 2 innings, just because of how hard the Indy Edge have been hitting the ball. It looks like it hasn't been in his life. Wearing a turquoise blue cap on his head to keep it cool. Looks like he's wearing, there's a logo on his left short leg. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Could be a college or of some sort. Defense is ready. Mulhern getting his base check first and then third. Boston really looking for another out here, as we still have 2 outs in the inning in the bottom of the second. And the first pitch to Mulhern is hit hard and at the tripod. Broke the tripod a little bit, but still standing. For sure. Rob trying to fix it. I don't know if I wouldn't just leave it. It still stands. That ball was hitting right at me. Save my legs here. It 9-4 in favor of the Indy Edge, as Corey White is coming up to the plate. Indy Edge are finding every gap that you can possibly find in the Boston defense. As Mulhern even slipped when he was going out of the box, going to third. Nonetheless, the run scores. Big gap in between the 2 shorties and Rob Dias and Guy Zuccarello. Shane Canton's playing the midfield position, kind of covering that gap. Defense playing more towards sidelines, foul lines of the field. As the first pitch to White is grounded down the left field line and foul. It was just foul. White sprinting towards first base. Gina, what do they got? David Sanchez is moving towards the left field fence where that ball rolled all the way down to retrieve it for us.
Shane.
Corey White being helped back up to the plate. As the defense has been out there for a while in this heat. It's been a long inning. 5 runs scored so far in the inning.
One on the batter, here we go.
As the first pitch to Corey White is then popped up with a lot of backspin on it and foul down the first base line. Still 2 outs in the inning. 9-4 ball game. White being held back to the batter's box. Get set up at home plate. Defense is set, and we have 2 strikes on White, as he's made contact on both swings. White getting set in the box. A few practice swings. The catcher setting it target at the knees, and the pitch is grounded weakly down to left center with a no base call. Dice kind of bobbled that ball.
Dead ball, dead base.
The ball was working, but White started running towards first like you would normally do in baseball. Regardless, the base wasn't on. Corey White is getting reset at the plate. Trying to get this. Really could need a strikeout here. Really could use a strikeout. White is set in the box. Catcher giving his target around White's knees as it looks like he's going to take, and he does. We have a 1-2 count. Pitcher stepping up a bit and hard up the middle. Shane Canton moving to his left, diving to his right, and White misses the base, but he tackles it for the run. Luis Rodriguez trying to find the ball in deep center field, but to no avail as White makes it 10-4. And the inning continues. I think if Shane Canton didn't move, I think that ball would have been directly at him. But moved to his left and the ball got by him. And the run scored. Now we have Justin Holland coming up. He's 1 for 2. Scoring in the first and was put out by Luis Rodriguez in the previous inning. Actually, earlier in the inning. He made the second out. As Holland actually missed a base. Hit the ball to left field where Luis Rodriguez is. Defense was struggling to find the ball, but Holland also missed the base, which allowed them to recover as he swings through and misses for strike 1. Ball bounced just behind the home plate into the catcher's mitt. Target at the knees, and the pitch is grounded weakly down the left field line and foul. As Holland seemed to get that off the end of the bat. The score is 10-4 with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. In favor of the Indy Edge. It's been a long inning for the defense. As the next pitch is taken for a 1-1 count. You can only get one take, and if you take again, it's a strike. As the next pitch is fouled back towards the scorer's table for strike 2. So underneath the ball, so it had a lot of backspin on it. And when it landed, kind of took off back behind the scorer's booth, behind home plate. Holland getting reset in the box, wearing his red and white New Balance cleats. The batting gloves that he's wearing looks like Eco Shield batting gloves. As the 1-2 pitch is swung on and hit high and deep behind the Indy Edge bench for strike 3. As he really got underneath that one. Ball looks like it went 100 feet up in the air at least. Probably not even that much. I would say more like half of that, maybe 50 or 60 feet up in the air. These fly balls are really dangerous in beat baseball, as it really gives a defender time to get to the bag. The 1-3 pitch on Holland, and the pitch fouled back towards the catcher. The catcher sort of bats it back towards the pitcher, and we'll do it again. Pitcher set on the mound, and the pitch Swung on and grounded hard down the left field line and foul as Holland kind of stumbles out of the box running to first base. Ball rolled all the way down to the end of the field, hitting the fence, where there's a forest behind the fence where all the cicadas are.
Guys, get that water.
Time is called as it's certainly been a long inning, so it's going to be a water break for the Boston defense. Guy Zuccarello calling the timeout. Defense certainly looks gassed out there. I could use some water myself, actually. I should get some. It's going to be a long game, it seems. As you can see, it looks like the Boston coaches are huddling in the center of the field as the players are getting a much-needed water break. They've been out there for forever. Probably a good solid half hour at least. This inning is taking a long time. So it's currently Wednesday. The Renegades are 1-0 in tournament play as they beat the Chicago Comets by a score of 15-7 in the game of the day earlier at 11:30, and are currently down 10-4 in this game. It's been a long second inning. There is 2 outs. But the Indy Edge have put up a lot of runs with those 2 outs. The weather is certainly no joke either. There's not a cloud in sight. Perfectly blue skies. It's 102 degrees out, 3:45 Central Time in the afternoon. Timeout is over.
I'm ready already. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff.
I have problems again with the bugs.
As Holland is down 1-3 in the count.
Really bad.
He's getting set up in the box. Indy Edge are one of 2 teams from Indianapolis, as you have the Indy Thunder as well, who are the 5-time champions of the league. Lisa Devenish put 5 hot sweating emojis in the chat. It's literally the definition of what it's like out today.
Who's on?
We got Lisa Devenish,
Joyce Weissman. Hello, Mom.
Patty Thaxton.
Hello, Patty Thaxton. Your son hit a home run.
David Dismas.
Thanks for your support.
Ken Corran.
Ken Tyler's not with us.
For the 3rd out of the inning. And after 2, it is currently 10-4 in favor of the Thunder. We're going to the bottom half of the
Water, food.
Drink. Definitely gotta stay hydrated.
Sanchez, get the shade.
We're only in the 3rd inning.
Apples and granola bars, eat them up.
You're starting to lean off.
I know. We got 5 minutes. Good.
Taking a little bit of a break here.
I'll do Gatorade.
As after every 2 innings,
Hey, Mike, can you grab a
it's going to be a break. So in the 2nd and then the 4th inning, we get 5-minute heat breaks. So we'll definitely give the Renegades some time to rest up before they go out there on offense.
Sure. Sit down and relax.
Hey, Matt, can you
Hey, Thaxton, can you come here for a second?
You're going to go to Ivan, right?
I got you. I got you.
What's up?
All right. So
5-minute break.
you hit that home run in the bottom of the top of the second to tie the game. You know, you haven't been playing. I mean, you haven't played in 4 years, but you've come back pretty much like you haven't lost a step. What's the mindset going up to the plate?
It's like riding a bike. You just get up there and muscle memory takes over. Just swing.
Definitely makes sense. How do you feel that your mom saw that home run?
Love you, Mom. No, glad you tuned in, and yeah, pretty cool. You could have been here. We were playing it last night.
Hey, shout out. Hey, shout out. He's telling you to come out. All right, thanks, bud. That was amazing to see.
I'm all set.
Anyone else want a bar? Bars are my hands. Stay in the shade.
I think she made a comment with 2 emojis saying that it was too hot to come down, so she's probably better off seeing it on the live stream.
Triple digits are not my...
I think triple digits for everybody on this.
Laney, Zuccarello, and Ivan are going to hit this inning. Yep. And then we'll see what happens.
So the word from Rob Weissman is Elena Regan,
We are going
Ivan
to
Rodriguez, and
defensively,
Zuccarello
we're gonna
are
make some
hitting
changes
in the next
defensively
inning.
Sean and Melissa are going out in the field next inning. I want Louis off the field. And Shane off the field.
You want me to rove or do you want Melissa? What do you want?
Melissa's going to go to first base.
Okay.
That puts Laney, it's Rover. Okay, and then defensively,
Rob, you want to stick Melissa?
defensively,
Rob, first base. You want to stick Melissa at midfield so I can roll?
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's up to her.
the less running she does, the better.
They got a couple right down the hard ones. Yeah.
Just let it go.
Smoked a few over there.
Yeah, but you can let it go.
True.
I'm just...
All right, Rob, where was Ivan going again?
I haven't hit with tax.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You're GIing. The designated Ivan.
How's everyone doing in the chat? Got a few people watching.
That was the option. That's the original.
One thing I think would be pretty. I know a lot of the southern states have a lot of open space and everything like that, especially in the Midwest. It'd be pretty nice to have
Who is Drew going in for?
Mike,
the World Series in a place where it's not going to be so hot. Heat has certainly been a challenge. The breaks certainly give us a breather, which is nice to get in the shade and get refreshed and everything like that.
I can go. No, if
Alaska. That would certainly be an interesting place to hold a World Series. I don't think there's enough flat land. I don't even know. Alaska's a mountainous area. Though I do like the idea. It would certainly be a lot cooler out there. Like, can you imagine if, like, the World Series was in, like, northern Canada or something, or, like, the North Pole? That would be something.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get double play.
Kind of want some other wild suggestions. You guys have any other places that would be exotic that we could go?
Okay. I don't want this to count on my side.
No, I was trying to cover it so I could catch it.
Sure, that's what they all say.
Bro, I have no fear.
Yeah, you have it.
I wouldn't say it's cold, but it's not.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I have my palms out. Ready to catch it. Yeah, that's what I was. I heard it was like face level. So.
Oh, no, don't play anything. So
I think I might go in the pool at the hotel.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I might go in afterwards. Depends on what people are doing for food though.
I was gonna say, maybe what? Order a pizza and do a swimming pool.
Maybe. That sounds pretty nice. The pool's only 4 feet deep.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not.
I'll be there to cool. You're not gonna.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of there.
I'm gonna sit down.
Hang out.
I got like a minute.
You can sit on a bench if you want.
Nope. I'm down.
I'll wing it.
Oh, hey.
Lo, come talk to me.
Yeah, I can go, man. I'm good. I knew this would be great. Sure. Good.
David Dismas makes this suggestion: move the World Series to February.
Maybe not February? Well, if
I mean,
you're in
wouldn't that be
February,
interesting
you're
though?
in February.
I mean, if it was down here in February,
Yeah.
like, it would certainly be cooler.
It would be beautiful.
It would be. Like, it would probably be like a nice 60, 70 degrees or something like that, maybe.
I would do December in Boston. If we gotta do
December in Boston.
If we gotta do 100, if we hold on. If
Shane
we gotta do
Canton says
170
December in Boston.
Yeah, if we gotta do 107 degrees here, maybe Texas, Oklahoma, and Texas needs to.
Yeah, you know, experience the cold weather that we
Exactly.
experience, the tundras of the Northeast.
Exactly.
And Boston gloves.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we like the season, if the season was like pushed like back or like more towards winter time, and we just played in the South or something like that, and then
Yep.
you know it'd be great, great weather. I like that. It's like after football season too, you know. So it's like, you know, right in the perfect spot where you know.
Besides,
I mean, I'm not a basketball fan or. Grandma, you know we wouldn't want to play in the snow. I mean, we could try and play in the snow, but I don't know. Yeah.
Then I could they would all die.
Yeah,
And then I
exactly.
could
Well,
just
the ball would just like land and then just stop moving. You know what I mean?
But I wonder if
Sit there in the snow.
snow would absorb the sound.
It probably would. So the but it'd be like, you know, you gotta like make sure the speaker doesn't land in the snow.
what if we did it in sand?
We did it in sand.
Let's go practice now.
Imagine we played on a beach. You know what I mean?
That could be
So
fun.
like,
On ice skates.
oh, no one would. There would be no range. If
Oh,
we
the
played on a
beach? That would be so bad.
Oh man,
I
that would
would
be
get
tough.
like, well, yeah.
A beach would definitely be tough.
That's what I said.
If it was on a beach,
like 10 minutes here.
Yeah, dude. That's what I was like. Take your time.
we'd stay cool. Yeah. At least just dip, run out, right?
Now we're done.
I mean,
Playing bikinis, play bikini ball. Yeah, I would get totally
yeah, and
wrecked.
and if the ball goes in the ocean, it's a home run. You know, so you
Yeah.
get a little bit back.
You never get it back. $35
And you're playing downhill too, so you know stuff will happen.
Makes things going out slow.
My family owns a beach in
Training for
Hawaii.
running, though.
Huh?
That would be a good training for running.
Beach certainly would be good training. It would be.
What?
They might call the game.
Oh, really? Is it hot?
Chance they'll call the game. The city of Oklahoma, or city of Oklahoma, whatever we're in.
Okay, that's fine.
Saying that
We're in
if
Norman,
the heat index hits
Oklahoma.
110, they're shutting us down.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, and then the
The
game's
heat
over.
index is at 109 apparently.
Okay, so
He didn't-
we'll call
So
it.
it's currently
I was
103
like,
out
sounds
right
like
now,
one
so they
time
might call this game.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, that's the best decision you made, Coach.
So the city, we're waiting on the city.
So, but it looks like the Indy Edge are taking the field though.
I thought we were waiting for Jason Price to the whole
State of Oklahoma.
Hey, looks like the state of Oklahoma is under a heat advisory,
Me.
but nonetheless, the Edge are taking the field. Not sure of the decision.
Shane, yeah, and then I don't know who else.
I'll take the back now.
Shane guy, Shane Elena.
spot, but I think Shane, me.
Shane's
So it
up.
looks like we're gonna start the top of the third.
All right, Ivan, you're hitting for Daxton.
What's the order?
Shane Canton will lead us
Shane
off.
Laney, no, Laney Jai Ivan.
Elena Regan.
No, Shane is supposed to be Shane.
Wow.
It's Shane and the guy.
So yeah, so we have Shane Canton, Guy Zuccarello, and Elena Regan to start the Indy.
That's what it was.
We're about to get started in the top of the third.
Yeah.
Certainly been a while since the Boston offense has seen the field. As they are down 6 runs with a score of 10-4. The Indy Edge had an offensive explosion in the
Straight up yelling.
bottom of the second as they scored 6 runs.
What's going on?
Nothing's going on. They're just yelling.
Looks like we're going to continue this game. I'm not entirely sure. That is a great question, David Dismas. Anyone know how many innings you have to play for a complete game if it's called off? Anyone know? No? No? I might have an answer for you later. As we're continuing this game to the top of the third with Shane Canton leading us off. And the first pitch to Canton is swung on and missed for strike one. Peter Connolly in the game to pitch. Because that pitch was a little bit low. The next pitch is lined to deep left.
Good rock, Shane.
There we go, Shane.
Wow.
All right, Shane.
Canton got some good metal on it. Corion White in the area chasing after that ball. Playing the third base position. Christine Delmonico says she thinks it's 3. Take your word for it. We haven't played 3 full innings yet.
Yep. Good.
The game has officially been called.
Yes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they called it. So does that mean?
So unfortunately, it looks like this game will be a no contest.
Renegades, we didn't lose.
Saying Renegades, we did not lose. So it looks like we'll see you tomorrow. We might have to finish this game. I'm not entirely sure if the game doesn't count. But it looks like we might finish it tomorrow. So we'll have more information for you. So stay tuned, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, the sun is coming up at the right time. Got a beautiful sunrise in right field. Hand the camera over a little bit.
The ball is here. I have not. Oh, it's right.
Nice little sunrise right here.
Can someone help me out there?
Certainly felt like a night game as we were warming up, as the sun hasn't come up yet. All right, so we're continuing this game. It's top of the third. Score's 10-4. Shane Canton is going to take his at-bat as he's down 2 strikes in the count before we had to postpone things yesterday. It's a brisk 79 degrees out right now. It's 6:37 in the morning. It's pretty nice. Feels nice. Feels like, I don't know, 60 degrees. We're in 100-degree weather. Good morning, David Dismas. Rob says, get Ivan up for Thaxton, please.
Too bad Rob's not the coach.
Yeah. Hey, guys, can we move off to the side? Looks like the Indy Edge have thrown their starters back out onto the field. The 0-2 to Shane is popped up foul down the left. Oh, it's a new count. Well, the first pitch to Shane is popped up foul down the left field line.
I've heard that a few times.
It's almost as high pitch as Weissman.
Go, baby. What do you say, buddy?
Shane wearing the number 37 on the back of his jersey. And the 0-1. Foul tips.
All over it.
Got 2 strikes on Shane. Making sure the bases are working. And the next pitch is popped down to right center. Shane running to third base. And it is out.
Going better today, Kimball?
One out in the inning. Elena Regan.
Ball and we're gonna score a run.
Going one out at the top of the third.
Go, lady.
It's going to be more of a laid-back sort of stream.
Come on, coach.
Who's on deck, coach?
Guy.
Got. I'm out the guy.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
When am I up now?
You're not.
Gina Devenish making her first appearance in a live game as a catcher.
Ivan, you are in the hole. Stars.
Which way?
Rob says, please get Drew ready to go in for I-Rod, or L-Rod, as Regan swings through and misses for strike one.
You got a kid?
Third base bag going off on that one. And the 0-1 to Elena swung on a miss for strike two.
Hey, girl. Come on, Edie. Here we go, Elena. Let's go, baby.
Ron missing a little high. Set from Gina and the pitch. Swung on a miss for strike three. Very early swing from Elena.
Takes one, baby.
And the pitch from Ron. And Regan goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. And two down for Guy Zuccarello. Yeah.
We're gonna score some runs, and I know why. Hey, hey, cause we got guy.
Because we got guy. Because we got guy.
Zuccarello has had a strong series so far, making quite a few putouts and scoring a couple runs. Guy standing in the right-handed batter's box where they put sand down as there was a mud puddle in the box before the game. Not kidding. Sprinkler system did a number on the field. Yep, Rob, we have the subs. And first pitch to Zuccarello, swung on a miss for strike one. Swung a little bit underneath the ball.
There's no wind in the
Zuccarello getting relaxed at the plate, kind of scuffling his shoulders a little bit as he loads, and the pitch is hit weakly down the left field line, maybe 20 feet.
Go, guy.
Getting reset in the box. And the pitch is popped to center field. Zuccarello running to third base. In comes Rodriguez, and that was made. Score is now 10-5 in favor of the Indy Edge.
Wow, dude.
Sean. Good job, guy.
Sean.
Rodriguez coming in on that ball, but kind of slipped and fell over it.
Good job, guy.
And that allowed Zuccarello to score running to third base.
Hey, guy. Right here to my right.
And Sean Devenish coming in for an at-bat, getting his base check.
Who was hitting in the 2-hole?
First and then third.
Who was hitting?
Sean is the husband of Gina, who is the catcher, giving a target just below the waist. And the first pitch swung on a miss for strike one.
Smooth like butter.
Ron missing a little high. They put the subs on the score sheet. They were making a plan and everything like that. And the 0-1. Foul tip for strike 2. Nice catch by Gina back there. Off the foul tip. Hey Rob, I think Gina might be a better catcher than you already.
If Rob asks questions, don't answer.
Oh, he's putting in a lot of comments right now. Watch out, Dax. And the 0-2 to Devenish is grounded to right center field. Devenish running to third base. And he is out. Yep, and that's 3 outs. And after 2.5, the score is 10-5 in favor of the Indy Edge.
Good job. Thanks. How do I look? Don't call on Ivan. Don't call on Ivan.
The sun is just coming out. It's hiding behind the trees a little bit in right field. Making a beautiful, gorgeous blue and orange sunrise in the sky.
Hunter, are you keeping score?
It's 10-5. As the Boston defense is making their way out on the field. Yep, we got a couple people watching. Where's Sanchez? Hey, tell Sanchez to put his uniform on.
Sanchez!
Sanchez!
Your game shirt!
Where's your game shirt?
Oh my God.
Dude,
Look at that smile.
come on.
All right, the Boston defense as follows. We have Guy Zuccarello playing the right shorty position with
Timeout!
Come on, Sanchez.
Rob Dias joining him on the left side, playing left shorty. We have Melissa Hoyt playing midfield with Elena Reagan playing the first base position. David Sanchez playing third base as he had to run off because he forgot to put on his jersey.
He's gone on without it. But
And Ivan Rodriguez playing the rover position.
Where's your blindfold? Go put on the jersey.
He's got it.
I got 4 timeouts.
Is this C? Is that who's up right now?
Didn't we
Aaron C.
No?
Probably Aaron C.
They're still one.
Indy Edge pitcher warming up. We got 7 people watching right now. I mean, we are an hour behind those in New England.
That kind of hurts my feelings. I probably would have run
The C is getting into the box, a sand-filled right-handed batter's box. As going down the stairs to get to the field even, there was a giant mud puddle, literally right in front of the stairs. So, certainly a challenge to even get onto the field. Target set at the chest, and he swings and lines it down to left field. Renegades are just going to let it go as C is running down to first base, and he scores. We got 11-5 in favor of the Indy Edge.
I would have gotten that.
We have Corey on White coming up to the plate. Brother of Corey White.
Trying to go to Hopper. Timing was good. That was on me.
Corey on not wearing as many layers as he was yesterday. Getting his base check first and then third.
What is it?
It's 11-5. In the bottom of the third. first pitch to White is swung on and missed for strike one. Pitch bouncing in the dirt just before the catcher's mitt. As the target is set low, just at the back right knee of White as he swings through for strike two. Pitch looked like it missed a little bit outside. On the defense, we have Brian Grillo and Ace Lenacek as the 0-2 is taken for a 1-2 count. Corion slapping the left leg as he pops it up right at the pitcher's mound for a foul ball. Corion running to first base. The sun is starting to come out and show itself. It's supposed to get up to 103 degrees today this afternoon. The 79 degrees certainly feels like,
32.
yeah, feels very nice. Major difference from the afternoon, I'll tell you that much. And walking in, it felt like a night game atmosphere with the lights on and everything like that.
Yep, I got you.
It's full count.
It's full.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It's full.
We have a little delay here as they're putting more sand into the right-hander's batter's box. Super muddy in that box as Eric Rodriguez waits on deck. Got nobody out. Joe, they got it. They got it. Even a little one on the pitcher's mound, apparently. Pouring some sand out where the pitcher lands his foot. A foul ball is still a strike.
Foul ball.
A foul ball is still a strike.
Regardless.
Should be full. Foul ball is a strike, yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. Still waiting as there's a golf cart on the field.
Ooh, sun's rising.
Beautiful sunrise, yep.
We got a full count out there. Full count.
Come on out.
Park opened at 5 in the morning this morning to get everything ready. So we have a full count on Corion White. And the pitch. And he strikes out for the first out of the inning.
Go one minute.
Renegades down 5 runs.
We got defense!
6 runs, excuse me. Peg Bailey, good morning. I think it's 8 o'clock where you are almost. Following the strikeout, we have Eric Rodriguez. Rodriguez has made the majority of the putouts for the Indy Thunder. Indy Edge. You know it's early when I'm mincing words and names. First pitch to Rodriguez is popped down the first base line and foul past the first base bag. Rodriguez was a little bit late on that.
We're getting after it. Full morning, guy.
Eric Rodriguez. Shane is not in the field. He steps back into the batter's box. And the 0-1. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Swung a little bit underneath that pitch. And the 0-2. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Drew is not in the field. And the 0-3 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Rodriguez goes down on strikes.
Got 2 minutes.
For the second out of the inning.
Here we go, D. Come on, D. You ready for it?
For Nick Mulhern, who made 2 putouts in the previous inning. Indy catcher helping him get into the right-handed batter's box. Getting set at the plate. Indy Edge wearing their dark blue jerseys and not their white jerseys. Just a little bit of a darker shade of blue than the Renegades jerseys. The first pitch to Mulhern is swung on and missed for strike 1. His one-handed finish, finishing around his back area. Swinging through around his belly button area. The target set a little bit above the knee at the thigh. And the next pitch is tipped for strike 2. Ryan White wearing his light blue skull cap as he pops it on the first base line behind the Renegades bench for strike 3. The sun's really starting to make an appearance now, coming up. I'm sure the lights will go off soon. Again, resetting the box as Mulhern has 3 strikes. Mulhern wearing a lot of purple. Got purple socks, purple batting gloves as the next pitch is taken for a full count. He's even got pink, or sort of like violet shoelaces on his white cleats. As the payoff pitch is grounded weakly to the left side. Dias is on it, bobbles it a little bit. Mulhern running to first. And Mulhern scores. That was a chance for Rob Dias.
It's all good, D. Next play.
Next play, RD.
All right, D.
As Mulhern was slipping out of the box to go to first base, but still was able to score.
Slick pig. Slick pig.
But it didn't work.
There might be an error on Rob Dias.
2 hands on that, Dias. It is an error on that.
Hey, D, here we go, D.
And 2 gone and 1 in.
There's the ball between their 2 hands.
I'm sorry, 2 in and 2 gone for Corey White. He's wearing some orange tape around his left ankle. Sort of like a spat. With a compression sleeve on his left leg as well. The first pitch to White is swung through and missed. Strike 1. Target set at the knees, and the second pitch is popped up back towards the catcher for strike 2. It's just hitting 7 o'clock in the morning on August 3rd, 2023, as the Renegades will play their second game of the day, technically, at 11:30, playing the winner of an 8:30 slot game. And the next pitch is grounded hard to left center. Dias diving on it, on his legs, recovers, and makes the play. What a play by Rob Dias after the error in the previous at-bat. And that is the inning. And after 3 innings, it is currently 11-5, or 12-5.
All right. Good play.
In favor of the Indy Edge.
Good job.
Come again, Ivan. Ivan!
Currently going into the top of the 4th.
Ivan, this way.
It's a 7-run ball game. Ivan Rodriguez will be leading off. Start the inning. Followed by David Sanchez and Melissa Hoyt.
Melissa's not hitting.
Get it, Pudge.
Rob, I wouldn't worry about the spam. It happens every stream.
Melissa, you're not hitting?
Take one at bat and just not one out.
Yeah, exactly.
If anyone could delete that comment, that would be nice.
Can I
Peter Connolly is stepping out to the field, stepping on the mound for Ivan Rodriguez. Ivan Rodriguez has never scored a run in his young Renegades career. Rodriguez at 50 years old, stepping into the box. Indy Edge are set on defense.
Is that what Ace was saying last night, guys?
Looks like Nick Mulhern at the right shorty position with Eric Rodriguez in the left shorty position. So next we have Corian White playing third base with Corey White playing the rover position. Holland playing first base. Not entirely sure who's playing the midfield. As he grounds it down the left field line hard. Rodriguez sprinting to first base. Rodriguez is on it. And he makes the play.
Hey, good rip, by
Rodriguez.
Despacito. This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico. Come on, Sergeant.
Then how old is he, Rob? He said he was born in 72. October of 72. So he's 49. Going to be 15 in October. We have David Sanchez coming up to the plate. 1 out in the inning. So then he was born in 73. Set from Gina, and the pitch to Sanchez is popped up down the first base line. Sanchez running to first base. It's going to be close, and he's safe. Mulhern coming in on that ball, but it had a little bit of side spin on it, so it bounced away from him a little bit. As David Sanchez makes the score 12-6. We got 1 gone for Melissa Hoyt, making her first plate appearance of the World Series.
Sandwich.
I'll take one.
Ron Cochran back on the mound. Melissa Hoyt in Taiwan stance. She swings through for strike 1. She's wearing the number 3 on the back of her jersey. As her bat is right around her hips, way back towards Gina, the catcher, as she swings through and misses for strike 2. She has a little bit of an uppercut swing. Swinging down from her knees up to the sky. And the 0-2 is foul tip for strike 3.
Here we go, Melissa.
First pitch.
Set from Gina, and the pitch from Ron is swung on and missed, and Hoyt goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
Come on, Andy.
We got 2 gone for Elena Regan.
Hit the ball and you're gonna score a run.
Regan recorded her first career 3-run game
Here you go, Laney, your turn.
a couple days ago on Tuesday
Here you go, Laney.
against the St. Louis Sirens, the first ever all-female team.
History, baby.
We always love making history, don't we?
That's what we do.
Yep. She's living through it every day. She's stepping into the right-handed batter's box as that sun is starting to become vibrant out there. Bright light. The first pitch to Regan is swung on and missed as she was early on that swing.
Go, Laney.
Regan's bat just below her hands just below her chest. She loads and swings and foul tips it back towards the catcher, Gina Devenish. For strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch from Ron. Swung on and lines down the left field line and foul. Towards some spectators for the Indy Edge.
Sanchez, that went farther in your shot.
Regan's still very early on the ball, on the pitch. Joseph Ward, thanks for tuning in. What's going on, bud? Regan is getting reset in the box as she's down 3 strikes. A little bit bent to the knees, kind of a 50-50 weight distribution in the stance. She swings through and lines it down the left field line. Regan sprinting to first base. Eric Rodriguez coming in on it. It's going to be close. And she is out.
Oh. Nice rock, Laney.
Certainly a good try by Regan. As that is the conclusion of the top of the 4th, going into the bottom half.
Good catching out there, Devin.
As the Renegades make it a little bit closer and a score of 12-6. The Boston defense takes the field. There won't going to be any changes on D.
Let's go, defense!
Can I call?
We definitely did star that one. Don't worry about it, Rob.
Jason, you gotta go!
I think if Laney got barrel on that one, I think it would have gone a lot further, and she probably could have scored. As Regan kind of got it off the end of the bat. She was early. But with these fast fields, the ball is going to travel. I would say that makes a good point. As Guy Zuccarello, Rob Dias, David Sanchez, Ivan Rodriguez, Melissa Hoyt, and Elena Regan take the field on defense.
I wish my brother was still playing.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a dynamic duo if Justin Canty was still playing? This is bottom 4, score of 12-6. Probably going to turn off those stadium lights at some point. 12-6. The first pitch to Holland is swung on and missed for strike 1. Holland wearing those camouflage arm sleeves and Evo Shield batting gloves. As the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, but timeout was called by Zuccarello, so it looks like it's going to be a no pitch.
No pitch? Yeah, no pitch. Okay, whatever.
There was some shouting on the field behind us.
It's okay. That's what we wanted. People on live.
10 people. Yeah. 11 now.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
Next pitch is taken. The umpire still says it's 1-2, so that might have been a pitch after all. Next pitch to Holland is hit high and deep to left field, and the umpire calls foul immediately as it lands right behind the third base bag.
Dude can
Holland
cook.
sprinting to first base. Had to hold up suddenly. Got 13 people watching. So it's 7:10 now, Central Time. Norman, Oklahoma. A few clouds in the sky, but not many. Certainly not many. Very small. Blue sky as the sun has officially shown itself from out behind the trees. Hi, Mom. How you doing? It's either 1-2 or 1-3. I'm gonna go with 1 and 2 because there was a timeout called earlier in the at-bat. Oh, it is a full count. And the payoff pitch swung on and missed, and Holland goes down on strikes.
That was a gift, guys.
First out of the
Let's
inning.
go, D!
Coming out, D. Be ready.
Let's go!
We got 2 outs for Aaron C.
Nice.
He scored in the bottom of the third for the first run of the continuation of this game. He hit it very deep to left center field, and Renegades kind of just let that ball go because there was no point in chasing after it at the time. C swings through it for strike 1.
He's all over it, guys.
Holland was
Coming
the
out.
first out of the inning, striking out. The score is 12-6 in the bottom of the fourth. And the 0-1 swung on and grounded weakly up the middle. Zuccarello coming in on it, and he makes the play.
Hey, way to go, guys.
C was running to third base on that play.
We got 2
Zuccarello made it look pretty routine out there as it was kind of swibbed to the right side. Zuccarello made that play look easy. We have 2 outs in the inning for Corey on White. Again, set in the box. He's the 6 hitter. Eric Rodriguez waiting on deck. Renegades down 6 runs. So for those who don't know and didn't tune in yesterday, there was a heat warning as White swings through for strike 1. The ball was a little down in the dirt. In which all 2:30 games were suspended. White lines it deep down the right field line. White running to third base, and no one's going to get this one as White scores.
Oh, Jason. Ace. I'm done.
So all games that were in the 2:30 slot are continued where they have left off. We started at 6:30 this morning. Rob just said that Guy Zuccarello is now the all-time leader in games played for the Renegades. So congratulations, Guy. Games played. Got to give Zuccarello props on that. Joseph Ward asks, "Where is Rob? I don't hear him pacing like a panther back and forth in the cage."
80%.
Rob's watching on the live stream. First pitch to Rodriguez is lined hard up the middle, right at Melissa Hoyt. As it gets by her, Regan chasing after it, but Rodriguez scores. Scores now 15-6. As the the Indy Edge have put up 2 straight runs with 2 outs in the inning.
Just an idea. Like, I'm calling it. I put it right where I wanted it. If you want to do something different, you can call it. Go ahead. I'm not here to argue. You can call it.
So literally, yesterday,
And Nick Mulhern coming back up to the plate
the balls.
as the cicadas are starting to wake up and making their presence known in the trees behind the field, as well as some crickets making some noise. Mulhern getting set in the right-handed batter's box. The first pitch to him is swung on a miss for strike 1. A lot of these hitters have the same sort of swing, the uppercut with a one-handed finish. Mulhern, Corion, and Corey White seem to have the same type of swing as he swings through and misses for strike 2.
Here we go, defense! Let's go, D!
And the next pitch to Mulhern is taken. For a 1-2 count. As he slaps his right thigh to get the timing down. And the next pitch is grounded down the right field line. Geyser Guerrero moved the wrong direction as it's coming right at Elena Reagan. She picks up the ball, but it was a little bit too late as Mulhern was sprinting to first. Good try by Elena Reagan. And she lined that up perfectly.
Atlanta had it lined up. Guy went a little too far.
Zuccarello dives to his right. And the ball was on his left. We still have 2 outs, and the score is 16-6 for Corey White. Seems there's a problem with the bases as first base needed to be replugged in.
Put it down. There you go. It's so funny. Put the wire down there.
Looks like first base is having some struggles. Aaron gets a check from third. Yeah. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. 16-6 ball game. Indy Edge need 2 more runs to put the Renegades in the 12-run rule as he fouls it back towards the scorer's table for strike 1.
Who's up right now? Okay, all right. I'm putting my mask on. Oh yeah.
A little time is called as towel was brought out to the pitcher's mound to dry off the ball as the grass is a little wet from the sprinklers that were running all night. Make sure the grass is nice for the day. Ended up creating a lot of mud puddles as White grounds it hard down to left field line, slips out of the box, and scores the run down the first base line. Ball was hit right at Dias, but it kind of bounced over his leg. And split the defense between David Sanchez and Ivan Rodriguez. Score is now 17-6 for Holland. Time is called for a new ball.
All set, Brian.
It seemed as though the lip of where the pin goes in for the ball was kind of protruding out of the ball too much. which can be dangerous because it can
We had a player who cut their lip.
cut up some. It can cut you pretty bad out in the field.
We had it one time, Dino
Yeah, Dino.
cut it right in the middle.
I remember Dino. He got cut pretty bad from the lip of the battery for where the pin goes one time a few years ago.
2009 Stockton.
2009. Not pretty.
I think it was Jen Boylan who did it from Stockton.
Shane, you got a good memory, my guy.
It was a very memorable moment.
Yeah. Looks like they're trying to fix third base. These bases have certainly had quite a few issues in this World Series. And it's not surprising as players are going full speed and tackling the base. Still trying to fix the third base bag. Rob's saying that Shane is wrong and tell Shane it was Rosie Reed from Tyler who knocked out Dino. Shane, did you hear that? It was Rosie Reed apparently from Tyler who knocked out Dino. Yeah, Rob's commenting on the stream.
Water?
Yeah, extended delay here for the base. We're trying to fix the speaker.
Is that Rob who rode that Hunter?
Yeah. Alyssa Crook says, "Stay hydrated, everybody." Say hi, Drew. Renegades coaches bring out some water to the defense. It looks like third base is up and running again.
Hey, Christian?
It's like 8:21 out in New England right now, right? We're an hour behind.
Yeah, we're 1 hour behind them. Yeah,
It's currently 7:22 here.
Yeah, so 8:22 there. Yeah.
Trying to Velcro the base back together. Put it in the right spot.
Is Rob on the stream?
Yeah, he's been watching the whole time.
Can you let everybody know that Rob is suspended because of a code of conduct violation?
I'm sure he heard that. I'm sure he's going to make a comment in a second.
I'm sure.
It's not that windy right now, too, which is very nice for the
It's
microphone.
fun. Yeah, it's fine right now. So pretty.
David Dismas says we all heard that as Holland swings through and misses. Kind of unsure of the count because of the long delay. Pretty sure he has one take and 2 strikes. As Holland swings through and misses again. Might be a full count here. Looks like he's ready to take right now.
Yeah, Peter.
So the count is 1 take and 2
Here we go, defense!
strikes.
Let's go, D!
And the next pitch is swung through and missed for strike 3, and we have a full
Come
count.
on, D!
Let's go, guys!
The score is currently 17-6 at the moment. Darlene Dunbar-Hoyt, thanks for tuning in as he skies it to deep left field, way behind the Edge bench. One of the Volunteers sprinting after the ball, chase it down. 'Cause that probably could have had home run distance if he actually, put it in fair play.
Who's up right now? He's like
Holland back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that guy. Very easily everything he wins.
Yeah. I mean, he pulled that ball and he sent it a ways. Certainly probably around 200 feet before it landed. We have a full count still on Holland. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. It's much cooler out right now as it's 79 degrees. Certainly really nice as we expect to be in the hundreds again later in the afternoon. And the payoff pitch. Swung on a miss, and Holland goes down on strikes.
All right, bring it in, D.
For the last out of the 4th. And after 4, it's 17-6 in favor of the Indy Edge. 16-6.
Right here, guys. Bench, bench.
Rob, I thought we weren't talking about injuries, other stuff as to why we can't be on the field.
Bench here. Bench here. Bench here. Bench here. Ivan, bench here. Bench here, Ivan. Bench here.
So we're going to the top of the 5th.
Bench.
Renegades are down 10.
Ivan, bench. Ivan, bench.
I think I have a better
Looks like Guy Zuccarello is leading off.
Hunter, do you have who's coming up?
Looks like Guy, Chris, Kimball, and...
Ivan, perhaps?
Huh?
Ivan, perhaps?
Maybe.
Is Kimball hitting for you, Sean? Yes. Then it's Ivan.
Yes.
Ivan, you're in the hole.
So it's going to be Guy Zuccarello, Chris Kimball, and Ivan Rodriguez. Yeah, Rob. Even if you post that emoji,
Ivan's in the hole.
you're breaking your rule on stream.
Who's up? Who's up? Guy. Guy is up. Guys up. Hey, guys up. Too late.
The Indy Edge are sounding off on defense as it makes known that they're ready. This guy gets his base check.
I can call a picture out whether you're talking about
The first pitch to Zuccarello is lined up the middle and makes contact with Ron. No pitch.
Move, pitch. Get out the way.
Got Ron pretty good on the side. His hip.
Yeah.
I hit it pretty hard. So it's no count still. First pitch to Zuccarello is grounded down to left center. Eric Rodriguez pounces on it, and he makes the play. Guy running down to third base. It was a great play by Rodriguez. Dropped down to the ground at the last second to make the play.
Jingle, jingle. Hit the ball, Chris Kimball.
So we got one out in the top of the 5th for Chris Kimball. Pinch hitting for Sean Devenish. Ivan Rodriguez on deck.
Oh, really? Yeah. And apparently I bought a medium and a small. I was wondering why one. You said it quiet.
Yeah, I did. All right, good.
Sean, move out of the way. Sean, move to your left. Kimball getting his base check. Gina making sure he's pointing in the right direction. First pitch to Kimball is swung on a miss for strike one as Ron was low on that pitch.
Kimball, you got it. All right, let's do this. Go, Kimball.
Not sure he's got his feet set, resetting in the box. He's not wearing any batting gloves. He has one pant leg kind of rolled up. So you can see a tall navy blue sock as he grounds it weakly to left center field. Rodriguez moving in on it. Kimball's got some speed, and he scores the run.
Yeah.
16-7 now.
And I've gone so far away.
So we have Ivan Rodriguez stepping back up to the plate. He made some pretty good contact to left center field. In his last at bat, he's running to first base. He's put out by Eric Rodriguez.
Go, Ivan.
Peter Connolly stepping up to the mound to face Rodriguez. Renegades have some players who prefer one pitcher over the other. Some for Ron Cochran, some for Peter Connolly. How you doing? Yep. John Lukowski is in the booth. He wants to say hi.
What's up, Rob? Where are you at, man? I need some breakfast.
Hey, you heard John. You got to bring him some breakfast, all right? You're late.
Rob suspended, code of conduct violation.
Rodriguez is getting his base check first and third. David Sanchez waiting on deck. Guys, watch out, watch out, watch out. First pitch to Rodriguez is swung on and he falls down for strike one. Very off balance swing by Rodriguez. So the pitch was a little high. Rodriguez still yet to score his first career run. He's had a few plate appearances this season. Second pitch to Rodriguez is popped up down the third base line. Rodriguez coming in on it and makes the play.
Rodriguez on Rodriguez crime.
Rodriguez puts out Rodriguez.
Familial affair.
As he's getting very close. Ivan Rodriguez is certainly getting close.
From people who aren't the same team.
Brian, I need some on deck.
John, so Joseph Ward made a comment saying you don't want Rob bringing you breakfast after what he's been doing.
Oh, man. All right.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Keep going.
That is true. I mean, Rob, you better wash your hands, my guy. As David Sanchez steps up to the plate. Gina sets the target right at the belt. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Guys, quiet down. Working fast as he foul tips it for strike two. We have a surprising amount of people watching. We have 15 people watching. It's only 7:30 in the morning. The target is set at the belt, a little bit above. Pops it up, foul, down the third base line. Sanchez running to first base. Who?
Number two?
Yep. Yeah, he's been making all the putouts, it seems. Yep. The kids had you up early. Nothing wrong with that. As the 0-2 pitch to Sanchez is swung through and missed. He's actually 0-3. Sanchez goes down on strikes again.
Come on, Bill.
For the third out of the inning. Yeah, it's 8:30 at home in Massachusetts. We're an hour behind.
Straight in front of you, bro. Yep.
Daryl Sutterly, thanks for tuning in.
Defense, here we go, D.
There's lots of defense is taking the field again. The same setup on defense.
A good stay.
There is the potential that games could be played at night if more postponements happen due to heat. So you'll probably see us playing at 9 o'clock at night, Central Time. There's another thing that rule that the NBBA came up with where, due to the heat, games are going to be no longer than 2 hours and 15 minutes. So no matter where the game is or what inning is being played, after that certain amount of time, the game will be over and a winner will be decided. Daryl Sutterly says, "Say hi to Gina, Elena, and Dr. Mike." Will do. Gina, Daryl Sutterly says hi.
Oh, hi, Daryl. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, the night games would not be a bad idea at all. So it would be a lot cooler. The sun would be down too, so as Aaron C swings through for strike one, it'll certainly be a lot cooler at night without the sun. There's very little shade on these open fields. The UV index getting up to 10, which is the maximum number. The next pitch to C is grounded hard down the first base line. Guy Zuccarello and Elena Regan are chasing after it. C's running to first base, and he scores.
You all right? You all right? You all right?
C ran through the base, and it looks like he's down.
Breathe, bud.
That doesn't look good as he stands up and he's holding his right hamstring. It's never good. Might have a pulled hamstring here. He was running hard into first base. He's walking off the field under his own power, which is good.
First base, please.
Elena and Guy made it pretty close. They were both kind of chasing after it a little bit. It was kind of with the arm's reach. Couldn't make the play in time as the score increases to 17-7. The Renegades are down 10 once again. Pulled hamstring is never good, as the recovery time would be around 2 weeks. So if Aaron C pulled his hamstring, his World Series might be over. But it was nice to see him walk off the field under his own power. As Corian White steps into the box, swings and misses at a ball in the dirt for strike one. Corian is the brother of Corey White, who hits third in the lineup. The 0-1 pitch is grounded weakly to the right side. Zuccarello moving in on it. Boots it with his right leg and makes the play. One out in the inning with a great play by Guy Zuccarello. Having a great series defensively.
He's a pretty guy.
The lineup turns over for Eric Rodriguez.
Like everybody's got a quick mark. Aaron's coming out for 53.
Yeah.
And then number 14. His name's Elijah.
Rodriguez has also had a great series defensively and offensively. He's got a good set of skills on defense. In my opinion, he's one of the top defenders in the league. As well as he has a lot of speed. As he pops it up foul down the first base line, running to first base as well.
What I'm good for.
Rodriguez being helped back to home plate, so he can set back up in the right-handed batter's box. The stadium lights have now shut off as we have sunlight. As Rodriguez pops it up to center field, in between Guy Zuccarello and Rob Dias, and he runs through first base and scores the run. It is now 18-7 in favor of the Indy Edge. I'm not entirely sure of the change that has been made yet. I think I heard the number 14 going in for C. Call it when we see it. We got one gone and run scored for Nick Mulhern. We got 2 runs in. 2 runs in and 1 out. Target set just above the knee as he hits it high and deep to right field. Elena Reagan chasing after it. Mulhern running to first, and he scores.
That was over. That was definitely over.
That had home run distance.
That was definitely over.
We're going to check on it right now.
There you go, I know, but that was no doubt. That was no doubt.
I'm trying to confirm on it
Nice
right
hit,
now,
batter.
but it seemed like it was a home run.
Good rock.
Because that would be worth 2 runs.
Was he short, Key?
And it was short.
Man,
Just short.
Good hit, bro.
Good hit, Nick.
Nick Mulhern went opposite field on that pitch. And almost hit Oppo Taco, but didn't quite have the distance.
It wasn't Oppo. We should go for it against them.
That's the players in the park.
Exactly.
Nice lazy fly up.
This is also why. You know?
Score is currently 18-7.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're 100%.
Currently an 11-run lead for the Indy Edge. First pitch to Corey White is swung through and missed. A violent swing. The ball kind of scrapes the grass. Strike 1. It's the 0-1 pitch. Swung through and missed for strike 2. Looks like White is just missing the ball. And if the Indy Edge score 1 more run, the 12-run rule will be in effect. As White takes for...
Here we go, D on your toes!
to be 1 and 2. White getting reset in the box. And the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. White was very late on that swing as the ball was down in the dirt. We have a full count on White. It is currently in the bottom of the 5th. The score is 18-7. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and foul tipped back towards the catcher. And we'll do it again. Renegades trying to finish this game without any injuries or whatnot. We have a few games as he lines it hard down the left field line, gets past everybody, and scores running to third. The score is currently 19-7. Hard line drive down the left field line. David Sanchez was in the area, but it flew past him and rolled all the way to the fence. The Indy Edge are currently up 12. Justin Holland coming to the plate. So going into the 6th, well, I mean, we'll go into the top of the 6th anyways, and that'll be the last inning. So it's not going to matter regardless. Unless we manage to score 12 runs, 13 runs. which we would go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the first pitch to Holland is swung through and missed for strike 1. Swung a little bit underneath that pitch. A little bit off balance as well. As the 0-1 is hit high and deep. Almost caught by the spotter at third base. Kind of went through his arms like a basketball hoop. Holland just underneath that one.
All right.
He looks like he's set up in the box to take as he only has one hand on the bat. The Indy Edge seemed to take every time they were in an 0-2 count. The 1-2 is hit hard down the left field line. David Sanchez is on it and makes the play. There we go. David Sanchez diving to his right just in time as Holland was sprinting to first base.
David plays defense.
David knows.
Kind of landed on top of the
Go,
ball.
Sergeant!
He managed to just pick it up in time for his first putout of the World Series. The third base spot. Amy Zuccarello, thanks for tuning in. It is currently 19-7
In the books,
in the bottom of the 5th inning
Did I do
in
good?
favor of the Indy Edge.
Did I do good?
It's Corey. It's like Corey on White coming back up to the plate. Or is this Corey White? No, this is someone different. This is the substitution for Aaron C. Hey, Ron, who is this? Who is the
His name is Elijah.
Elijah? Ron, who is this? Who's this? He's number 14. Pinch hitting for Aaron C. It's the first pitch to Elijah, swung through and missed as the pitch was down in the dirt. He has more of a level swing across his chest. And reset in the box.
His name is Elijah?
Yeah, for C.
Yeah.
Pinch hitting for C.
Yeah, I got it. Fine. Oh, yeah, you're good. Oh, name's Elijah. Elijah, defense, Elijah. Sorry.
Elijah Burns is his name. Burns wearing white shorts and some navy blue, looks like leg guards, like knee guards on both knees as he swings through and misses for strike 2. He's wearing black batting gloves. He's got blue cleats. He swings through and grounds it hard down the right field line. Elena Reagan chasing after it. Manages to make contact with the ball, but Burns manages to score running down the third base line. Regan had the ball, but it kind of ricocheted off her belt a little bit. The score is now 20-7.
She really dumb. Yeah, she had a good chance, so she dove on it and hit it. And then when she hit it, it kind of was going for her hands, but it was far.
It was a good try. Elena Regan has had 2 good chances to field the ball. Unfortunately, when she has picked up the ball, the run has scored. They are good tries. This is Corey on White. And here's base check. He's the 6th batter in the lineup. So we currently have 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch to White is lined to right center. Gets by Guy Zuccarello. Elena Reagan running in the wrong direction. And White manages to score, running down the first base line.
Come on, D. There you go, defense.
It's now 21-7.
Here we go, right side.
Eric Rodriguez.
That color. Did she have a chance? Should have been her chance, but she ran. So yeah, chance.
Indy Edge are pouring it on now, as they have scored 11 runs in these 3 innings. Renegades have scored a few of their own. They're trying to fix first base right now. Seems to be all set. First pitch to Rodriguez is grounded weakly down the first base line and foul. Made it probably 25 feet. Rodriguez sprinting to third base.
Here we go, D. It's coming out.
Rodriguez getting reset in the box. We have 1 strike on Rodriguez. And the 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2 as that ball was down in the dirt. The 0-2 is taken. And the 1-2. Hit high and deep to left field. Rodriguez going to third base, and he scores. It's pretty close to the home run line, but
Any water? Water?
the run scores nonetheless, as the score is 22-7. Timeout is
Who needs
called
what?
for a water break.
Who needs water? Who needs Gatorade?
A long 5th inning. The Renegades ran into this problem yesterday in the 2nd inning. Renegades will resume action at 11:30 Central Time. It's the winner of Austin and who else?
That game has to be played.
Yeah, they haven't played yet. They're going to be playing in 30 minutes.
With the 2 Austin. I forget who it is. I think the game has to finish.
Renegades defense is getting reset after the water break. Looks like the Tyler Tigers are waiting right behind the Indy Edge bench. First pitch from Mulhern is swung on a miss for strike 1. Very late swing right there. Mulhern was the one who hit a foul ball right at the tripod yesterday and bending the front leg. As the 0-1 pitch is swung on a miss for strike 2. Mulhern swinging pretty late. This ball trickles away into the scorer's booth. The 0-2 is taken.
go, D! Go, D!
A few dragonflies out here flying around. So the 1-2 is grounded hard down the right field line. Zuccarello moving to his left, bounces off of him, and Mulhern scores.
Hey, guy, nice try.
That was a good play. Hey, Sean.
Go.
I didn't know you were here.
Scores 23-7.
Huh?
Corey White coming up to the plate.
I didn't take you out. You just DH.
I got my one at bat.
Okay.
I'm a diva. The new diva.
Renegades seem to struggle when it comes to getting the third out of the inning. The lead is steadily growing. And the Edge have increased their lead by 16. Corey White getting adjusted in the box. Time is called to change the bat for Corey White. They said he was swinging the wrong bat. It was the black and yellow DeMarini as they're switching it out for the black Easton bat.
Okay, here we go.
White is now set in the box. Catcher making a target just below the knees. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. White with a kind of offset batting stance with his front foot kind of open. Facing a little bit towards third as he loads and hits it high and shallow down the right field line. Zuccarello moving in on it, and White scores. Zuccarello didn't really have a chance on that one as that ball was hit way up in the air. White running down the third base line. Yeah, White has some serious speed. Justin Holland coming back up to the plate. The score is now 24-7.
Next play. Look alive, D.
One more, guys.
Still 2 outs in the inning. As Holland is getting his base check. Renegades trying to get through this game. The first pitch to Holland is swung on and missed for strike one. A little bit low. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. Holland swinging a little bit late. Ball went straight to the scorer's booth. The catcher missed it. And the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike three. Holland swinging earlier on that pitch, was out in front. And the 0-3, swung on and grounded hard down the left field line and foul. David Sanchez not giving up on the play and actually makes it. It's always not a bad idea to get any defensive practice when you can. Just hopefully he's not going to hurt himself. Score is 24-7. Favor of the Indy Edge in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Looks like the majority of the 6:30 games are starting to wrap up.
Covered. Yeah, he's coming out. No, Corey.
The next pitch to Holland is fouled back towards the scorer's table. And we'll do it again.
Defense, who wants it?
Going to be a little bit of a break between games. The next pitch to Holland is swung on and missed, and Holland goes down on strikes for the last out of the fifth. And after 5, it is 24-7 going into the top of the 6th.
Hunter, go on Turning Machine and check out our fields. Field around next game.
Where is it?
Check out one number. Field number next game.
Who do I check with for that?
Never mind. I'll do it later. Okay. You don't know how. It's fine.
Yeah, guys, drink up. The sun's getting higher, so it's going to start getting warm. Drink up.
Going into the top of the 6th. It's currently 8 o'clock in the morning. Temperature has risen a little bit. It's now 81 degrees. Score is 24-7 in favor of the Indy Edge. It would be 12-run rule, but we are in the last inning of the game.
Kind of took a nap, came back, so.
So if the Renegades make 3 outs, the game is over regardless.
No. It's Melissa B.
I can take a seat.
It looks like Elena Regan is going to lead off for the Renegades. Or no, sorry, Melissa Hoyt. She's out? All right, Sean Devenish is leading off then. Getting an at-bat. Second one of the day. Little BP.
What's the last inning?
It's the last inning.
Make this up, Ronnie. Right, you make this up?
Elena Regan is on deck.
Guys in the hole?
Rob says that he thinks we are moving to field 11.
Well, Rob, we don't pay you to think. No.
Shane disagrees. Says we don't pay you to think. Which don't get paid at all.
But I said just no.
Spelling N-O.
I don't pay them to think.
K-N-O-W.
Think. Just no. Don't poke the bear. Sean. Sure. Sean.
Devenish calls timeout because it's the wrong bat. We're swinging at a green Easton Speed. The Blue Quantum. Blue Quantum, right? Just the blue version of the
Shiny fire burning on the base path. Whoa!
Zuccarello is in the hole. Guy, can you move a little bit to your left? First pitch to Sean is fouled back and
Come on, Shawnee.
missed by Gina, the catcher, for strike 1. Sean was a little bit underneath it.
They don't play it for
And reset in the box. Showing a target. Gina setting the target just below the belt.
same mentality. 20 years in area.
And the 0-1 to Devenish is hit high and shallow to left center field. Rodriguez backing up on it and makes the play. Very, very close play. As Devenish was probably 2 feet from the bag.
Smart
Yet
Sean,
another
smart.
put out by Rodriguez.
Smart Sean. Regan.
Hit the ball and you're gonna score a run.
As Elena Regan
Johnny gets a
coming
lot
back
of
up
teams
to the
that's going to
plate.
come in for you.
Good restraint.
Great. You did the right restraint. Come here, Sean.
Good job, Sean.
Kimball's in the hole. Thanks for saying.
Regan is getting
yourself
her
a piece
base
here,
check
lady.
first and then third.
We all know you were.
We have have one out in the top of the sixth. It's currently a 24-7 lead by the Indy Edge. First pitch to Regan is swung on and missed for strike one.
Here we go, Lena. Back it up. Here we go, Laney. Hey, Fran.
Swinging right around the abdomen area. A little early on the pitch. Her hands are just right in level with her belt. Wait a little bit back towards Gina, the catcher. She loads and swings for strike two. Pitch missing a little bit low. Regan kind of has a little bit of an uppercut. Swinging up by the chest area, up towards the shoulders. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike three.
Here we go, Lena. You got this.
Pitch just missed. As Regan is down 3 strikes. And the 0-3 pitch. Grounded and hit Ron.
Oh, come on, Ronnie. Get out of the way.
Boo, Ron, boo!
Second time Ron has been hit this game. Eric Rodriguez gets in on the fun for the Boston Chants.
Do it again, Laney. Do it again, Laney.
Go, Laney. In the face this time, Laney.
Make it cuter.
Regan is getting reset in the box, getting a little bent at the knees. Bat back more towards the catcher behind her abdomen. And the pitch. Swung on a miss. Regan goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Well, we have Guy Zuccarello coming up. The last chance for the Renegades. We have 2 outs in the top of the sixth. Renegades are currently down 16.
Guy, he's our guy. He's a guy's guy. I'm now Guy.
Go, guy.
Make it 3.
Guy getting his base check. First base. Third base.
Here we go.
First pitch to Zuccarello is lined softly down to left field. Bounces off Eric Rodriguez. Guy moving to first base. Rodriguez can't find it. 24-8 now.
Might be dead.
Chris Kimball. This time is called as the ball might be dead.
Why do they keep the base on?
That was a new rule. It was voted. So they can hear the way the players go.
So a run might be taken off the board if this call gets overturned. Checking on it right now. And the ball lives, so it's a run.
It's alive!
It's alive!
Oh, it's a dead ball. Okay. Usually this umpire takes
No,
off
it is
his
dead.
hat
It is
over
dead.
his chest.
It is that. Oh, no.
Kimball, then Ivan. Never mind. Oh, wait.
Never mind.
I thought it hit a defender. It doesn't matter if it was dead or not. I think that's the same.
Am I?
What's that? Oh, what did you say? No, he knows.
I don't think that's a rule.
I thought it was. Rob says it was.
No.
Oh.
Ron arguing that it hit off a defender, so it would be a live ball, right?
One doesn't.
No.
What's going down?
Give me some rebuttal over here from the call.
Yeah. Alex. And Edwin was his name.
The call is overturned. It's a run now. Call it a run.
Guy, you got that
Just get it right the first time.
Moving on.
Let's go.
So it's officially 24-8.
Star of the day. Kimbo. Oh, that's a good one.
This guy scored 2 runs in the inning.
Ivan.
Rodriguez shouting his frustration.
Ron. Ivan, get up. Let's go.
Ron.
get the outs. Let's go.
Chris Kimball is now in the batter's box with Ivan Rodriguez on deck.
Who's on deck?
You're so much better than Christian.
Everybody take a break.
Let's just go.
Why? I don't understand why this is an issue when they're up by freaking 15 runs. It's not going to matter. They're making a big deal out of it.
Let's just go. Move on.
It's a 17-run game. I know, it's like they're messing up the rule and they don't even know, but I don't think it really matters that much. Just because the Indy Edge are up by so many runs.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. Next batter, next
The run
batter.
has been confirmed.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Roller
Get
coaster
that ball, Chris, get
overturning
him ball.
the call. To out to a run.
Nobody likes a skinny DH.
I broke the base too.
Kimball getting set in the box as he scored his first plate appearance. And the pitch is swung on and missed as the ball hit the plate. Strike one.
What's the score?
It's 24-8. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two.
Come on, Chris.
All right, Chris.
Amy Zuccarello said that's Captain America who needs a serum as he grounds it hard down the left field line and foul.
Fair.
Kimball running to first base.
Go, Chris, again. Here we go, Chris.
Put it in a really good spot, too.
Right on the line. Just foul.
Let's go, Chrissy. Let's go, Chris. All right. Oh, dude, I want McDonald's. It's fair.
Two strikes on Kimball. And the pitch just lines down the left field line again and foul.
Sorry, Chris.
All right.
Straighten that out, kid. Straighten that out.
Let's go, Chris.
Let's go, Roomy.
You like this one, mate? We made a good choice.
This looks like Kimball killed the ball.
Yeah, Chris.
We're going to get a new one.
Oh my God!
The big guys
Our
on the team breaking balls.
Our 115 pounds of muscle.
115 pounds soaking wet. Got to give him that Captain America serum. Amy Zuccarello said.
There's the ball.
I don't know who's more Captain America-esque, Guy or Kimball?
Kimball.
I think Kimball?
Guy doesn't get hurt. So, probably Guy.
Maybe. They're both pretty skinny. And the pitch is grounded down to left field. Kimball running to third base. Rodriguez has it, and he makes the play.
Let's go.
And that is your ball game.
Good
Final
job,
score
Kimball.
is 24-8. and we will
Let's go.
see you at 11:30.
Indy Edge.
Indy Edge, you guys ready?
Yeah,
Have a
here we
good
go.
day.